how I became an artist, my journey and growth, finding my style. From the first doodles that I ever created to now, I just always was drawn to it. So let's get into my art evolution and what I've learned, my struggles, my biggest struggles, and where I want to take my art to the next level. I wasn't always focused on becoming an artist. In fact, if you would have told me years ago that I would have been here and doing this and creating art consistently, I don't think I would believe you. And I would have definitely had a hard time believing what you were saying. But looking back, everything led me here to my journey. Like everything. How I got into painting and drawing and the struggles that I faced. And why I can't imagine my life without it. It feels like no matter if I have art block or take steps back or focus on other areas, it's always in my life at some point. I really can't imagine. So looking back at my old art is kind of wild. Like, I've come along way farther than I would have believed. And if you would have told me that I would have had that much growth, I would not have known. But I always remember feeling completely stuck, unsure if I ever would improve. And if you ever felt that way, this video is for you. I just hope that you get to understand me more, my life. Hope this connects with you. Hope this gives you motivation and encouragement to just start creating, making, whatever. You don't even have to share it. You don't even have to tell anybody. Like, nothing. And I'm going to mention many things in this video, but you don't have to be ashamed that you were copied or just doing things from Pinterest, whatnot. There's many ways to create and grow, and as long as you are challenging yourself and to push yourself to grow, then that's all it needs to. So I didn't always know I wanted to be an artist, but I always loved creating. At the time, I wasn't thinking about style or technique. I was just having fun. Like, I would doodle in like random pieces of paper, sketchbooks. I remember there's one time my uncle was teaching me kind of how to draw a bear climbing a tree. Yeah, and another one that I remember is a painting. I think it might have been my uncle that took me to a thing with my brother and my sister, which are younger. It was the painting tutorial of I want to say a swordfish, and I think my mom has it. Maybe I'll input a video or a clip or photo, whichever way I do it, into here. But I also started like just copying from Pinterest. Literally, like during high school and middle school, I think most of my sketchbooks, which I might, if I think I still have them. So maybe I'll do a sketchbook tour, flip through of them. But it literally is like copy and paste from Pinterest. Like, it's not even, I didn't even change some of it. Or just doing assignments. Like, I took art all 4 years, and many of those classes had just assignments where you had to complete in your journal or your sketchbook to get a grade for it. Which I had fun doing. But I think every artist has that moment where things just clicked for me. It happened in high school when a couple of pieces got some comments and went far in like a art competition type of thing. It was like a judge thing. I don't exactly remember all the details, but that's when I started taking my art more serious, and that even led me to going to college for art, because every person that, if you would have asked me, there was nothing that grabbed my attention or I thought I could do and would love and be able to push through than creating art. But on the other hand, I had a lot of people like, are you really sure you want to do this? Are you sure? And I, of course, had a lot of back and forth struggles internally, externally, worries, panic. And that did not stop. And that still is here. And who knows, I could look back in another 5-10 years down the line and be like, wow, I can't believe I was worried about that. Because the things that I'm worried about now were not even things that I even thought about, or what I'm doing now or have done wasn't even on my mind. Wasn't a worry. But also things in my past that were a worry, I had a lot of different things going on and focused on, because I was a person that gravitated towards sports and throwing in all extracurriculars. So it wasn't like I was giving 100% of my time to art. I enjoyed playing like all the sports from softball, which was my main focus. I played basketball, volleyball, I did track and field. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I also would golf and bowl with my dad, which if I wasn't doing other sports, I might have been in. But like I was always pushing myself, and that was just what took off my time. But over time, I noticed that I love using certain colors, certain soft edges, textures, etc. Things like subject matter, nature, and it still feels like my style is evolving, and I kind of love that. Because as an artist, your style is, you'll go through periods when you look back, you'll have this group of work that is kind of, you can see, you can group it, you can title it, you can name it, you can give a short description, and then you grow or you change or you have things that you are interested in, and then that's your next series of work. I think that's important. I don't think you should limit yourself to one thing or be like, oh, yeah, this one thing is working. This one person, I'm going to be known for this one thing. But I think your style is more than that. Like, it's like everything. Like, I mean, of course, there's artists out there that paint the specific way where you go into a gallery and you're like, well, that's that person. But I don't think that's necessary for creating art and like as a journey throughout this passion of yours. Like, finding your own art style can feel impossible sometimes. I struggled, worried, and stressed for years trying to find an art style or worry that I wasn't. And I used to feel all over the place and trying so many different things until I finally started seeing patterns in my work. Your art style is more than just how your works look. It's like the colors, textures, shapes, emotions that make it all uniquely you and yours. So today I'm going to share how I found my art style and tips to help you find yours too. Here are 3 ways that you can start discovering your own style. Experiment with everything. And I mean literally anything that you're interested in. Use sketchbooks, loose paper, like canvases, like anything, everything under the sun. Like, you're just going to learn and you're going to take from each experiment, each different mediums that you're trying and techniques. You're going to notice what you love, which colors, which subjects, which textures that you always kind of gravitate back to, and that will start to end up kind of collecting together into this one style. Keep creating, because your style is just naturally develops with time and practice. So I would say that your art it becomes a part of you, and art has become more than just a hobby. It's just who I am. It's like I can't see myself without this part. And if you ever feel stuck in your journey, just remember, you're growing more than you think. You might not feel like it or see it, and maybe people around you don't see it, but I guarantee you, if you stick with it, that you'll look back a couple months, years, and you'll be like, whoa, I curated this? Like, this is not anywhere close to what I am. And like, from seeing that to that, the growth, like, I'm looking forward to seeing like what what the future, like how good I can get, how improve like on composition, textures, colors, like everything. Um, your style is already there. You just have to. It's just waiting for you to uncover it, keep experimenting, and most importantly, just have fun with it. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be something stressful. Of course, when you get from just being a kid creating to a person who is kind of taking it more seriously as a hobby, to eventually, hopefully, getting to the point where you're selling or creating multiple pieces of artwork, and then maybe even creating a business from it, which is hopefully my goal in the next 5 to 10 years. I don't really have a plan exactly how long or when I want it to kind of happen, but I think if it's meant to happen, it will happen, and it will just happen at the right time for me and where I'm at and everything. I would love to hear about your art journey too. What's one thing you've learned so far? What's something you love to draw, paint over time, and again and again? Let me know in the comments. Looking forward. I want to explore new mediums, develop my signature style, or things that like you can sort of capture more. Like I just want to experiment. I want to sell my art. I want to create more series, maybe more ideas, maybe more with backstory or even more personal experiences. Maybe even like art gallery spaces, like having my own show, or like I'm in a group show. That would be cool. I feel like I'm just getting started and I'm excited to see where my art can take me. And let's experiment together. And what's your style like? I hope that this video has helped you any bit, just a small bit. If it has, I just want to be a place where just one person, if one person just finds some peace, some clarity, some hope from this video, or can connect to my story of where I'm at, my journey, that's all I wish for. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video.